Hello everyone, this is Toby with Birdsong Studios. Thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. I greatly appreciate your time, your attention, and your openness to these messages. I appreciate your continued support of this channel and the messages coming through here, the work I am doing here. It really does mean so much. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. So a couple of weeks ago, we looked at the collective energy, or let me back up, the energy around Pluto and Aquarius and messages for the collective. And so at the time I mentioned that there would be another reading coming along in regards to more of the global energy around this shift of Pluto and into Aquarius. And as you can see, because I have it dated the same day, January 17th, there were two sigils that came through. You saw the one in the first collective reading, and now this is the one for the global energy. At the time, I didn't have a clear understanding of what the differentiation would be between the two readings. And so today I have a better understanding, and it is actually about how us in this collective, the collective that will be watching these readings, the collective that is comprised with Lightworkers, Wayshowers, Earth Healers, those who are into alchemy and shamanic practices, and those who are here to heal and help the global collective through ascension. And so this reading will be about how we can assist the global collective through this process, through this shift of Pluto into Aquarius. I feel that we are, and it's been spoken about through so many different channels, So if you are watching different channels for guidance through this shift, I know you've seen this. Now is the time for those of us who have been on this path and who recognize ourselves as lightworkers and wayshowers, starseeds, healers, I'm even hearing magicians, but in relation to alchemy and transmutation and that whole healing process, and guides in this process of ascension. This is the year, this is the time, these are the cosmic energies supportive of us fully stepping into this role. And the reason is not only for us as individuals, as our own collective, right, of lightworkers, wayshowers, but as a bridge for the global collective in this process, a bridge of understanding, a bridge of compassion, a bridge of entry into a greater understanding of energy and awareness, consciousness, and ascension, of frequency, and of where we are headed with this and what the possibilities and potentials are. So this is what we are here to look at. Because as we are, not to take too long in the intro here, but as we are moving through this process and through this energy of Pluto into Aquarius, as we are feeling these shifts, everyone is feeling these shifts, right? We have this awareness, a level of healing and work already done, of awareness and connection to our multidimensionality, to guides, to higher realms, to the divine. That's already been established, right, for our collective of light workers, wayshowers, earth healers, and it's this understanding, these tools that we already have, the wisdom that we already have, that provide this bridge for those who have not begun or have just begun on this path, and who are going to really feel the push and the pressure even to I'm seeing like paths diverging almost here, of making a choice of which way are we going to go. Are we going to continue on the path we've been on, or are we going to take that step onto that bridge into the ascension process. So let's see what's going to be coming up for the global collective. So when I talk about the collective, I'm not talking about our collective of lightworkers and wayshowers and healers. I'm talking about the global collective and those who are going to be in a place of needing all of us. So let's see what they will be experiencing and how we can best assist them. So we have the sigil to begin. There are a lot of light codes here in the middle here and in this wave, and I feel this is absolutely representative of the waves of energy that we're going to be feeling coming through this time of Pluto into Aquarius. And Pluto is going to be in Aquarius for 20 years. This reading is going to be looking at, I think it feels longer than the first reading, which felt like it would be for this first section or segment of time that Pluto would be in Aquarius, which will be until September. However, this particular reading feels like it is going to be relevant for at least the next year and a half, potentially through the end of 2025. So let us begin and see. Okay, this is the deck that was calling to me earlier, and I will tell you on the pre-shuffle the card that came out was about a paradigm shift. So I stopped there because that was exactly what I was feeling and felt like the absolute reason why this deck was chosen for us. This is the Divine, what deck is this? Let me see. Divine Masters Oracle by Kyle Gray. And I keep getting this analogy of the bridge between those who have those of us who have been on this path potentially for some time, although length of time doesn't really matter because time doesn't really exist. Time, when we start talking about multi-dimensionality, that's a human construct. So it's not about the length of time that you may have been on this path, but it is about the depth of your understanding. And you'll know if this reading resonates for you, if this title resonates for you, you'll know that this is for you, that you will be part of this bridging energy of bridging between those of us who are already well on our journey of ascension and those who may just be making the choice to enter into it or are early into the stages. Oh, wow. Yes. So we have Kuan Yin, and what did we talk about with compassion? It's enlightened action, choosing compassion, moving forward with grace. And there's that, you know how beautiful she is. So gentle, and so much pure love and compassion in the energy of this card. And this I'm really struck by the lotus, and of course the analogy of not the analogy, but the saying "no mud, no lotus." And I apologize, I am already in the zone and I cannot recall where that saying or that phrase originated. Oh my goodness, I can't think of who that was. The point being, so I don't get stuck on that. The point being is this allowing ourselves to recognize that there are going to be those who seem to be very much in the mud. They may still be very much covered in mud, but to not underestimate the impact that your light and your kindness and your compassion has upon upon them, upon their energy, upon the choices then that they make going forward. And it's not in a manipulative way at all. It's not to say that we are meant to tell anyone what they're supposed to do, what choices they're supposed to make. Not at all. Everyone has free will. It's about showing through your kindness and compassion and your empathy and the awareness that you hold, the consciousness that you hold, the tools that you have learned, what is possible for them. It's opening the doorway to see what's possible, and that's that beautiful bridging energy. Moving in grace, and that is a sense of divinity, but it's grace for oneself, it's offering grace to others, and it's that overriding sense of compassion. There's very much tied to Christ consciousness energy, and always holding compassion and understanding and forgiveness. And this is that sense of enlightenment, because this is where we're moving to, right, with new earth energies. And this is this restructuring of all of our foundations with Pluto in going into Aquarius, allowing for a complete perspective and paradigm shift. That was that card that came out, right? The complete perspective and paradigm shift of how we experience life on a day-to-day basis, about what is possible. That's really beautiful. Let's do one more from this deck. So again, we are looking at how we may assist the global collective through this paradigm shift. This feels like this is going to be our title. Sonic Kamara. Yeah, open channel. Being that open channel of downloads, of codes, of signs, of sacred information. And look at the rainbow here too. So much divine light in both of these. But this is, and I have an image of someone standing at a doorway to a bridge and opening the doorway, and all of this light is behind them. And this is that opening up of compassion, of opening up the channel of information, of connection to the divine. And it's the embodiment that each of us moves within in our daily lives, as much as it is when we purposefully put ourselves out there in front of people. It is both. Both are equally important. Because for some of us, it won't be about being in the public eye. It'll be about our impact in our daily lives and the people that we are around every day. For some of us, it'll be about being in the public eye. For some of us, for most of us, I feel like it'll be an intertwining of both. Opening the doorway to the bridge that allows them to move forward into this ascension process. It's this doorway to new earth, and this is that paradigm shift. And also recognizing that those of us that are on this path, and it goes back to what I was saying earlier about not telling someone what we think they need to be doing. It's not about that at all. It's your mere presence, your voice, your eyes, your face, your energy transmits the codes, the light, the potential, the frequency that can inspire others to begin on their journey or to continue on their journey. Maybe when they're hitting a very difficult portion of it. Sorry, that was my elbow that cracked. Really beautiful energies. So being the bridge in this paradigm shift. Okay, we're going to look. All right, let's look at. Oh man, I just dropped a card. Sorry guys. That was the only one. Okay, so let's look at our alchemy deck and let's see what energies come through that are going to be available to us, or that we are invited to utilize in this position as light workers and wayshowers and bridge keepers. Not really bridge keepers as in a block at all, but those who are tending the bridge, those who are nurturing the bridge, who are honoring the bridge. Oh, I like that. I have not heard that terminology before. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Bridge keepers. That's really beautiful. Tenders of the bridge. Okay. I'm going to do a couple there. Ooh, there's one. Okay, that was it for now. Oh, there's a lot of energy. It feels like it's moving really quickly. I feel like my hands are shaking almost. So, let's see what we have here. Rotation. Card number 69. And mortification. Card number, oh my gosh, 68. Wow. Interesting. This is that wave energy. I feel like the stages, right? So there's the stages of, and I almost feel like this needs to go here, and we're going to, I feel like we've skipped a step. Look at how there's a blank step here. So I feel like we've skipped a step. So there will be, okay, hold on. Things are coming through. Sorry, let me put this together in a format that you can, that makes sense to everyone else and not just me. Through this process, it's important that we help the global collective understand that, and that we maintain awareness and understanding of the spiraling process of healing. And it is this rotational process of death and rebirth, of unwinding. And from the mortification, I'm almost getting this sense of the fear that we confront when we reveal our layers. And all of us that have done shadow work and continue to do shadow work will be very familiar with this. And so it's important for us to remember that it will be this rotational type. It'll feel like it keeps coming back around and coming back around. And I know you guys are aware of this. You've experienced it. It's that spiraling energy, this rotational energy. But also an awareness for this collective, the who I'm speaking to, the Lightworkers and Wayshowers and Starseeds, that as we are the bridge keepers and as we are assisting other people, that there is the potential that we, and not just potential, the likelihood that we will also experience that same. Of course, we're still ascending, we're still healing and growing and expanding through this process as well. So it's having that awareness and balance of assisting others, but also being aware of how observing their process can even be triggering to our shadow and to deeper levels of shadow work that it's time for us to unveil, I'm hearing. And that's this. So although it seems like we've skipped a step, because I think that there may be a moment, it feels like, where things start moving really quickly and we feel like we've missed something. We haven't missed anything. We were meant to go forward and then reflect back. Oh, that's when we go, that will be that period from September to November when Pluto moves back into Capricorn for a couple of months. We'll have that, I feel like we'll have that sensation of we've gone too far, we've jumped ahead. We haven't jumped ahead. We're exactly where we're meant to be. And it's that time frame, that 2.5 month period. I think it's September 1st to the November 19th, I believe. Whew, it's fast. Where we will feel like we've missed something. We haven't missed anything. That's why we're being given this point in time to reflect on how much we've learned up to September and do a bit of reorganization, a rotation. Let's circle back around on some things, literally, and check our web. How is our foundation? Are there any knots that are loose? Are there any places where the strings have frayed? How is our foundation? And that's the time to do the repair work. And here's the mortification card. '68 and '69, a stepwise process. And on the other side, see this, okay, I'm getting like this is where we are here. Actually, I feel like this is where we were before. This is Pluto moving into Aquarius, is this line. Now we're in this space here. This will be the space of Pluto in Capricorn, which I just talked about, September to November 19th. And after November 19th, all of these light codes come flooding in. So at the end of the year and into early next year, and this feels like a good portion of next year. And then we have, this is what's coming, where this massive expansion, and that feels like maybe the end of 2025, early 2026. Wow. Okay, so give me just a moment. I'm feeling into where we want to go next, where they want us to go next. So let's look at that reflection. No, we're going to go deeper with these. We're going to go deeper with these. I'm going to look at, we have our age. No, they're saying that's not the one. Light Seers. Light Seers Tarot. We're going to look at both the mortification and the rotation and see if there are any further details on that. There we have the Tower and we have the Five of Wands. Destruction and renewal and practice, right? This is almost like a practice period, an introductory period for all of us with this new energy of Pluto in Aquarius. So being aware that this is almost a reminder for all of us too, that we'll all be circling back around. I'm going to move this over so we have a little bit more room. We'll all be circling back around in the fall, in the early fall. And so to keep that in the back of our minds, that we will have a chance to revisit things, it's not that it's really like a practice period now, but we're learning the steps. We're all, there's a sense of newness to it. The energetic combinations, the cosmic energies are new to all of us. They're different from what we've experienced before. And this is going to have the greatest impact on our global collective. But there's a reminder here for all of us, the Lightworkers, the Wayshowers, the healers, the Shamans, that we will also feel that sense of newness. And so to allow ourselves to have give ourselves grace in this process as well. Okay. Mortification. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Let me do one more. the energies are moving so quickly. Yeah, okay. So it's this, all right, let me show these to you. We have the Five of Swords. Ten of Swords. Page of Pentacles. I really get this sense that for those in our global collective that we're going to be assisting in this time, there will be a big, what I'm getting from this is cognitive dissonance. It's this, and this reminder for us is important because it's a complete paradigm shift, right? That really says so much in itself. But recognizing that this mindset shift and this new awareness that comes along, it deconstructs so many long-held beliefs and things that have been conditioned into the minds of the global collective, things that they've seen in the physical realm, but they have not seen the underlying meaning. They haven't seen what's gone behind the scenes. They have not witnessed that. They have not had an awareness of it or an intuitive insight into what's going on underneath the layers, underneath the surface. And so there's a big reminder for us here that it's the Ten of Swords is like the end of pain and betrayal. But first we have to go through this cognitive dissonance, and it's that not, are we going to take the leap here and trust, or are we going to listen to the chatter that's still going on all around us, that's trying to control our minds? And when I say our, I'm talking about the global collective. So our for individuals venturing out into this path, it's going to be a very difficult time of discerning and reconciling that sense of cognitive dissonance, because they're going to be presented with evidence that is going to really just blow their minds. And I know you guys we've all experienced this, right? We've all experienced that awakening process of, oh my gosh, this is really, what I thought was reality is not reality. That's not the truth of it. And so this process is going to be a moving away from all of the chatter, whether that's coming from, and mostly we're talking about this in relation to external chatter, from media, from governments, from organizations, from industries, that type of thing, from families too, from friend groups. But we're really talking about more on a larger scale here. And out of this walking away, of this finally surrendering to the dissonance of that, the discord between what they are beginning to know is true and what they're beginning to open to in their intuition, the beginning of that or the walking away from that then opens this up to a beautiful new beginning of planting these seeds, of beginning something new, of starting out with a childlike enthusiasm and a curiosity for what actually is the truth, for what actually is available to us, for what actually is occurring, and what are the possibilities. Okay, so let's look at rotation. Whoa. All right, those are our three cards. Man, the energy is moving fast with this. Fast, 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 fast. Okay, flipped them over. 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Very similar, actually, this goes here. Very similar energies. This walking away, and And here's the rotation, right? It's the walking away from what does not serve, whether that's places, people, thoughts, things, situations, environments, patterns of behavior. It's the walking away from that in peace, and then balancing that with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so let me show you these. Hang on before I go any further. So there's the Eight of Cups. Walking away from what does not serve, leaving it behind in this cup. Seven of Swords. This can be deception, lies, stealthiness, hiding, betrayal. Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters, trusting, allowing the divine to row our boat, to guide our way, allowing ourselves to move away from the chaos, the disruption. And this is that rotation, right? This is recognizing that there will be points in time when the collective will be able to make that choice to walk away, and there will be points in time when they look to you for the guidance. Because they may feel, and it may seem as if all around them is betrayal and dishonesty and manipulation. And they'll be, this is where we're able to be that bridge. We're able to provide an opening to help them understand and listen to their intuition, to help them connect to their guides, to help connect to their bodies, to help them connect to their higher self, to help them connect to who they truly are and what they truly do want, and their path. And it's for us as the healers and the light workers, the Wayshowers, to be able to understand that rotation. Not to pointedly say, again, not to be the director of the rotation, but to be the observer of the rotation. To be the observer of, it's kind of being it's being that mentor, right? When you're a mentor for someone, there are points in time when you have to step back and allow them to move towards you, and then there are times when you more proactively you can sense that a more proactive approach is needed, a reaching out of the hand rather than opening the door to their knock, if that makes sense. Yeah, so understanding that rotation and that fluctuation in their energy and where they are on their path. Okay, so let's look next at, I'm going to pull these up a little bit so we make a little bit more room. We're going to look at the Astro Codes. Oracle was Astro Codes Oracle also was pointed out to me, so we will look at this for additional information, and then we will close with Life Soul Vision Oracle. Kind of bring this all together for us as bridge keepers in this paradigm shift. North Node, future. North Node is about your purpose in this life. And as light workers and wayshowers, as healers, as guides, oh my gosh, and we have Sagittarius expand. Yeah, the North Node is so much is perfect for that. It is representative of what you've come here to do in this lifetime. The South Node, if you look at your astrological chart, your birth chart, look at where your North Node resides, and that will give you an idea of where your focus as an individual will be in this process of being a wayshower, of being a light worker, of being a bridge keeper. And where we're going, where you're going potentially in the future with it. And what you've signed up for in this lifetime to bring forth for the future, for New Earth. And we have expand with Sagittarius. Isn't that beautiful? It's card number 9. Just beautiful. Yeah, and it's all about expansion. Because again, this process, this is like moving into the next level for all of us, where not only are we, and we've been doing this, but it feels like our purpose is expanding and our healing is expanding. The ripples out of it are growing and they're magnifying. And that's why this energy, I keep talking really quickly, but the energy is moving so quickly, and I think it's rolling us along, it's pushing us, it does feel like it's going to have this underlying current of a bit of pressure, but it's because there's so much forward momentum. And when there's a lot of forward momentum, it may feel as if we're being carried away with it, but there's an invitation here for us to utilize that energy to allow us to be propelled forward, to not resist it, and to not label it or create a story around it. And I'm getting the reminder about it being pressure. So it's not that it's pressure, it's forward momentum. And again, here's that reminder for all of us that how we define things and how we label them has such a profound impact on the energy around our experience and how we do experience it, the emotions that are associated with whatever we are labeling and defining. Because the point with Sagittarius is all about exploration and adventure and expanding one's mind with philosophy, and shooting the arrow and seeing how where we land with it. It's about looking beyond, and that's what we're being invited to do here. Okay, and this is what we're going to help others do. Is to be able to look beyond what they have known so far. It's opening that doorway on the bridge, right, that we talked about early on. Opening the doorway so that they are able to see beyond what they have known and to see the potential in the ascension and in the awakening process, in the process of expansion, and in our movement into New Earth. And this is how we can assist the global collective. So let's see what we have from the Life Soul Vision Oracle. Wow, there's so much energy, you guys. Okay, it's beautiful though. It's beautiful. I think I'm feeling all of you guys too, and your energy is so powerful. Don't underestimate the impact that you have in this role. Please don't underestimate it. I'm feeling your energy, and it's beautiful and it's powerful, and it has the ability to inspire and offer grace and compassion, and to bring a sense of security and you know, the feeling of being seen by another person, being accepted by another person. For those of you on this path, you hold space for people in that way with your presence, and it's really a beautiful thing. Oh my gosh, soothe your soul. Yeah, this is it's soothing, and there's this there's the polarity in it too, of not only is it soothing to others, but because this is your work in this lifetime, it becomes I'm hearing it becomes a salve for you as well. In of course, there can be extremes in everything, right? So not to say that we're not suggesting or implying that anyone overgive, not by any stretch of the imagination. But you know, that sense of serenity that comes by doing the work that you know you were meant to do here. This is the soothing of your soul, because it's what your soul yearns to do. And so not only are you offering this balm, this salve, this soothing energy to the global collective undergoing and embarking on this new journey, but you're offering this soothing to yourself through this practice, through this work. And you're going to be able to see the effect that it has on the people around you, the people that you touch. And maybe you haven't seen that up until now, but you are going to be able to see it, and it will provide the most beautiful confirmation and validation. And although when we're doing our work, we know in our soul that we're doing what we're meant to be doing, to have that sort of validation from the people that you are impacting can come as it's such a beautiful exchange there of the energy of gratitude and understanding and validation on both sides. So just as you're offering validation to them, as in seeing them and recognizing where they are, maybe in their journey or in the challenge they're feeling in the moment, how that recognition impacts them is then validating for you as well. It's really, really beautiful. All right, let's do one more. There's one more here. Honesty on the edge of quiet. And this is where we talk about the overgiving. Because it is equally as important to hold boundaries for yourself during this process as well. This isn't about just being a servant to the global collective and being available at all times, regardless of where you are in your own journey or how you're feeling on that particular day or in that particular moment or around that particular group of people or in that particular community, because that sort of honesty is paramount to this process. Because again, with in holding your personal boundaries, you're also teaching them compassion for themselves, because you are exhibiting compassion for yourself. And being, to a degree that you feel comfortable, but I feel like we're more and more going to be sharing our personal stories and our personal journeys, because there's that validation in it and that confirmation of to people beginning out on this path that, oh my gosh, I'm not alone in feeling this way. And so being honest about your own challenges, the things that you've been through, all of these forms of expression and recognition and awareness, it's all of these things that play an important part in this paradigm shift and in the energy that surrounds this bridge to the potentials that are available to us as we move through Pluto, in the first stages of Pluto being in Aquarius. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Lightworkers, Wayshowers, Starseeds, Shamans, Earth Healers, Star Healers. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you for helping to raise the frequency here on planet Earth. Thank you for all your work in opening us all collectively, all together into New Earth and ascending into this new way of being. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all so much, and I am honored to be on this journey with you. Sending you so much love. Until next time.